Listen, have you ever experienced the aha moment when you learn something from other people? For example, when you listen to a speaker or coach and it ignites in your brain enlightenment, such as, "Oh yeah, a great idea," or "Oh, I would never think of it that way," and so on. I guess you've experienced it many times. And as a result, after reviewing your notes, you create your own concept, system, or framework. So doers, in today's video, that is part of the stage called Learn to Leverage Other Skills, I want to show you how to create your own system while leveraging other people's frameworks. So, are you ready to become a doer on a channel about pursuing prosperity and holistic wealth using the 7 wealth stages framework? Alright, but before we get started, hit the like and subscribe button below. It will help the YouTube algorithm push more love and inspiration to people who need it. So now let's get started. In fact, the PadVC channel is about pursuing prosperity and better life, which means holistic wealth. Initially, the idea was very broad. So first, I had to come up with my own framework that works on me, stick to it, and then share it with you. And I come up with the 7 wealth stages framework that guides you toward prosperity, which is the result. And when I create content, offer services or products, these are steps within the overall framework to prosperity. In short, it always has a logical purpose, because the goal is to help you find a framework that you want to teach to others. So, how does it apply to you? If you want to come up with your own framework to teach others, first, you must go through the learning process. It means spending time educating yourself, buying courses, reading books, going to seminars, listening to podcasts or webinars, and literally download into your brain other people's frameworks for your success. In other words, your goal is to become a learning machine and create your own concept in your niche. For example, the 7 wealth stages framework benefits in the self-development category. It's an educational path for your personal and professional skills. After all, as you collect as much information as you need from other people's frameworks, then you organize it into a logical outline. Or put it this way, your primary goal is to develop your own framework after education from other successful people, because there are always many chapters ahead. For example, when I started learning my elite SEO skills, which are hard skills, many limiting beliefs prevailed within me. So as a next move, I had to take a step back, rewire my brain to growth mindset, and forget many things that I knew. My following step was to learn how to control personal finances, because I was really bad at money management. Later, I needed to know where to invest mostly my precious time and money. So I learned investment vehicles that resonated with me. But it wasn't enough. I was obsessed to understand how to leverage other skills and boost self-development in personal and professional areas. While I went through this step and especially read many books, I discovered how powerful the books are. For that reason, it became another stage within the main framework. And finally, I got to understand what is the purpose of life, what it means to live a better life, and how to create it. So it was the last stage of the 7 wealth stages framework. See, that's my framework, but yours will be different. And once you've created your own, you will be the first client. It means you teach and test your framework on yourself. Because you already find a purpose that ignites a spark within you to unleash your revolution and serve other people. And the process, how to build it, is simple. I want you to choose a niche in which you want to operate. Then write everything you learn in bullet points. Don't worry, it can be messy at the beginning. It's just the raw concept. But then try to organize it as you would write a table of contents in the book. This was how I got started and when I created 1 year ago the 7 12 stages framework. In other words, my framework is using the 7 12 stages to guide doers to pursue prosperity and better life, which means holistic wealth. In fact, I believe the better I create content consistently and teach people, the more doers will join. And the way I do this is on YouTube and writing blog posts. So I hope if you understand my framework, you will be better equipped and follow the same or similar concept. But don't teach something you just learned yesterday and assume you become an expert. This is not as it works. You must experience it first, test it on yourself, and most importantly, you must earn your framework. Only after that, you can test it with your audience, but that's another story to talk about. In conclusion, I hope you found inspiration on how to leverage other people's frameworks for prosperity. And remember this, first, develop yourself and look for patterns of successful people. Second, build consistent content around your own framework within your niche to attract your audience. Does it make sense? Now, what was at least one golden nugget in this video you learned? Leave us a comment below. Remember, at the Path VC 7 12 stages framework, we are here to show you the direction. In the end, it is up to you to unleash your revolution and stand out from the average and ordinary life. Because you want to become a doer. And I want you, and you want to build a better life, which means holistic wealth. So that's all doers for today. If you enjoyed this video, I want you to like it and share it with your friends. It will help the YouTube algorithm push more love and inspiration to doers who need it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.